If you want to laugh and have some fun, this is the podcast. This is the one. Lights, camera, action, on your mark, set, go. Welcome everyone to the Suezie Show. 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 Yeah. That song gets me pumped. It really does. Welcome everyone to the Suezie Show. Hope everyone's doing well. Did you miss me? I'm back. I love that song. I know I wrote it and I made the music to it and put it all together and all that stuff, but I got to admit, I love that song. Whenever I hear it, it gets me pumped up. It really does. I hope it does for you too. I hope when you hear, oh, if you want to laugh and have some fun, this is the podcast. This is the one. Lights, camera, action, on your mic, set, go. Welcome everyone to the Suezie Show. Welcome everyone to the Suezie Show. Gotta love it. So, what about people that are in rush hour traffic? You ever notice they're just in a giant rush to get home? Most people that are in rush hour traffic driving like their head is halfway up their ass, okay? I'm just keeping it real here. They're on their way home. They're not going anywhere special. And to me, seeing that so many people are just can't wait to get home, it's not because they're so hungry, you know. I mean, they might be so tired, they just can't wait to get home. I understand that. But if you're that tired, you don't have the energy to be driving like a nutbag, okay? You don't. You don't have that kind of energy. If you're exhausted, and I have been, you don't have the energy to be driving like Speed Racer on crack. That's not how it works. But keeping all that into consideration, right? It tells me that these people must not be happy at their jobs. Because I've been there myself. And I've had jobs where I just couldn't wait to get in my car and get as far away from that place as possible, as quickly as possible. Seriously. Like, I've been there. And I'm not saying everyone out there is in my same past predicament, but I've been there. I understand the mindset of that. And just seeing all people, and I don't know, I just thought that'd be something to kind of bring up a little bit, because it happens every day, like 5 days a week at least. You know what I mean? It kind of eases up on the weekend, but Monday through Friday in the morning, I mean, that's just people in a rush because they're running late, because they're not looking forward to going to this place. Face it, if you're looking forward to something, if you're excited about something and you just can't wait to wake up to get back at it, if it's like your passion, or you know, you're working on your dreams or whatever, your hobby, something that you really enjoy, family, whatever, right? Just if it's something that you look forward to waking up to, you're going to get up before the alarm comes off. You're going to have a hard time falling asleep that night because you're so excited about getting up to go do whatever it is you're going to go do. But if you're waking up late and you're staying up late, you're not sitting there going, oh, I can't wait to wake up to listen, I got to go to bed because I'm doing blah, blah, blah tomorrow. You know, and I'm stoked. So I got to get some rest. And then you still toss and turn, but your ass is in bed. You're not up until 1 o'clock in the morning playing video games or, you know, Netflixing and chilling. Netflixing. There goes another word to the dictionary. Yeah, I added another word. You're welcome. Anyway, yeah, so I mean, think about that. Next time you're in rush hour traffic, look around you and maybe look inside yourself. You know, are you that much in a rush to get away from, and you might be in a rush to get home because you got family you want to get to home to, or you got some awesome meal you're going to be cooking, or you just can't wait to get off your feet. There's a million reasons why you can't wait to get home. And I get that. I understand that, right? I'm not going on that end. I'm going on the end that people, really, there's no giant rush to get home, but boy, are they acting like there is, because they just can't wait to get away from their job. So that tells me a lot of people might want to change up what they're doing. You know, you only live once, man, and life, we all know life is short. It is sweet, but it is short. It happens fast. And the older you get, bro, the faster it goes. It's insane. It's like you blink and you went from 5 to 15 and you're like, wait, Okay, that's cool. I love being 15. Then, boom, you blink again. You went from 15 to 25, and you're like, okay, damn, man, I remember I was just in high school. This is great. Boom, you blink again. You go from 25 to 34, and you're like, oh, shit, man, this got to slow down. It goes faster and faster and faster, man. It's insane. It's like the time and relativity and all that. That's kind of what it is. I'm not going to get into that because I don't understand it good enough to even try. But it's like a theory of relativity or something with time and all that. Like, if you're only... Okay, I'm going to go into it. If you're only alive for like, let's say 10 years and you're 10 years old and you did something for a month, that feels like a long time when you're 10 because you've only been alive for 10 years, right? So if you do how it's relative to a 10-year-old 1 month, I mean, to a 20-year-old, that's equivalent to, I don't know, man, I'd say, if I really had to think about it, okay, if a 10-year-old did something that they enjoyed for 1 month straight, right? That would, to me, if I'm doing the whole time and the age and boom, boom, like, okay, now you've been alive for 20 years. So how long would that be? I would say about, what'd I say? For 10-year-old, a month? Oh, so then it would be 2 months for a 20-year-old. But that's not this, no. I don't think it would be. It wouldn't just be doubled. That's not, it wouldn't be a 20-year-old doing something for 2 months. I don't think that's the same. I would say that would be like a 20-year-old doing something for like a year, or close to like 10 months. Yeah, I'll say 10 months. Oh, boom. Ha. That's funny how I did the numbers kind of backwards. But if a 10-year-old doing I don't know how the fuck I got here. I'm not trying to talk about this. I digress. There I go. Anyway, if you find yourself, rushing your ass home, like risking your life and pretty much the lives around you in your vehicle because you're driving like a crazy person because you had a bad day and you just can't take it no more, you could do better. You can. That's why it bothers you so much because you are better than that. So go do better. I believe in you. That's what's up. I believe in you, man. I hope you believe in me. I guess I believe in you. I believe in myself. Actually, we're going to get real. You got to believe in yourself. Whether nobody believes in you or not. Whether everybody believes in you or nobody believes in you. It shouldn't matter. You got to believe in yourself through all of that. Through people. Because, some people that do really well, they got a whole bunch of yes men around them. Kissing their ass, telling, oh, you look great. When they look like a fucking peacock's asshole. I'd be that friend that would tell you, what the hell are you wearing? No, please don't go out like that. Please, you look like a peacock's asshole. I would tell you that. I don't care how much money you got. It doesn't matter. If you're a friend of mine, I care about you. I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm your friend, what the hell? Like, I don't really think I could ever be a yes man to somebody. I would get fired within, I don't know. It wouldn't take long. They would kick me out of that band. I'd be kicked right the fuck out of that band. They don't want me. Oh my God. Fart gun. I'm having too much fun over here. I'm having a good time. I hope you're having fun too. Oh my God. Let's just be talking about traffic. I don't even know where the hell. I took a left at Albuquerque. Y'all remember that shit with Bugs Bunny? I hope you do, because if you don't, you need to get your ass on YouTube and go look up Looney Tunes, old school, and watch you some Bugs Bunny. Sit there, smoke a blunt. Or, okay, I'm not going to be that person. If you don't smoke weed, then you just sit there and eat popcorn or whatever you do. But if you do smoke weed, you roll yourself a nice fat joint. A joint? I just said a blunt. Whatever. Do you, boo-boo. And you sit there and watch Looney Tunes. I'm telling you, you're going to have the time of your life. You're going to have the time of your life. The shit that flies out of their mouth and the dumb shit they do to each other is hilarious. Like, the writing for the characters and the way these people built those characters to people characters we still know today. Foghorn Leghorn, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck. You know who I'm talking about. And I don't care if you're 12 years old, you know who I'm talking about. You could be 80 and you know who I'm talking about. That's how good of writing they did. But that is something you definitely want to check out. Now I feel like I'm doing a Looney Tune commercial. We'll be back after these messages. From our sponsors. How about the people that control traffic? I like to call them traffic controllers. These are the people that if there's someone to their left or right trying to turn in front of them, they will literally stop where there's no stop sign, no light. They will stop in the middle of the street to let these people go in front of them. Now, it's one thing if we're coming up to a stop sign and there's a couple cars ahead of you. Yeah, let the one car go. Not a big deal. You're being courteous. But if you think about it, some of these people, the traffic controllers, that will stop where there's no stop sign and you're not expecting it and you're not following too close, but all of a sudden they slam their brakes on where you're like, whoa, what are you doing? There's no reason to even be slowing down right now. And you're like, okay, whoa. And you stop. And you're sitting there stopped so they could let somebody else in. And now because they did that, the light turned yellow, they went through it, and it was red by the time you got to it. Now, my point, there's a fine line between letting someone go at a stop sign because you could see what's happening all around you. It's like you could see common sense where you could let somebody in. If you're at a light and you could just be like, oh yeah, go ahead, you're good. That's okay. But when there's no stop sign, no light, no nothing, no intersection, and you create your own intersection, that's being dangerous now. That's, first of all, that's over considering the person that's trying to turn and under considering the person behind you and behind them. Because the more other people let in and stop and almost cause rear end and all these other accidents that they're doing stupid shit, now you just cost me maybe 4 or 5 minutes extra now. Literally, because now I might have to wait for 2 more lights or even 1 more light. It just, I don't know, it just pisses me off, but I'm not trying to be complainy on the podcast, so we'll be done with that shit now, but just please stop controlling traffic. Just go with the flow and follow the laws, please, huh? That way, if you leave on time, you could get where you're going. If you know it takes fucking 15, 20 minutes to get somewhere and you give yourself a little more than 25 minutes to get there, and you got some schmo that's driving way under the speed limit and stopping where they're, just driving stupid, letting other people ahead of them, another person ahead, literally let like 3-4 cars ahead of you, and there is no way to go around this person. You're stuck behind this person. They just cost you 10 minutes. It's like they're considering the people in front of them, but not behind them. It's like there are people behind you that left maybe at a specific time to get somewhere, and now your ass is letting Joe, Larry, Curly, Shirley, fucking Lou, everybody, anybody want to come in front of us? Let everybody get in front of us. I got only one thing. He acts like we're at a grocery store, and he only got one thing. So let me let a bunch of other people ahead of me that has a whole bunch of stuff or something. Do you know what I mean? I kind of said that weird, but you know what I'm saying? Anyway. Oh, government. I don't usually talk about politics, but, okay, the government. I'm going to say it like this. You know how when you start a new job, you usually have like a 3 to 6 month probation period where if you're not doing your job well, or not showing up on time, or whatever have you, right? Whatever expectations they have on you, if you're not meeting it, 3 to 6 months, whatever the agreement is, they get rid of you, right? Boom, out you go. Sorry, we gave you that chance, and you had your foot in the door, and you said you knew what the job was, so we gave you the chance, and you sucked, so you gotta go. Good luck, whatever else you're gonna do. We wish you the best. Goodbye. I feel like we should be able to do that with like all government, all the way across the board. Seriously, I'm not kidding. We should be able to do that. Why not? It's our tax dollars that's paying for them. So if we're the ones that are paying for their jobs, why can't we give them a 3-month, depending on how long the job is? If it's like a 1-year thing, then we could give them a 3-month probation period. If it's a 4-year thing, we could give them a 6-month probation period. And if they don't meet specific criteria, they're fired. Like, that's it. You don't get unemployment. Do not cash $200 as you pass go. You get nothing. Okay, we gave you a chance. You said you knew what the job was. You messed all sorts of shit up. So now we got to sit here and clean your mess and try to find somebody who actually knows what they're doing and what they say they know what they're going to do, and do it and fix shit and do shit right. You can't come in here and make a bigger mess. No, sir, you're fired. I don't understand why we can't do that with our own government. If this is really the people's government, if it's for the people, by the people, yo, what's up, man? I'm starting to sound like I'm running for president. But it's real. If this country is supposed to be for the people, by the people, and it's our money paying for their whatever, their mansions and cars and yachts and trips, and hey, if their position pays good money, I'm not going to hate on somebody because their position pays good money. That's another thing. Why can't we say why can't we redo what the position pays? Maybe if certain positions got paid even less, maybe we'd get somebody a little more serious about the job itself and less serious about the money, right? I mean, that's a good idea, I think. I think that's a damn fine idea, man. I don't know if it's possible. It'll probably never happen. Well, I shouldn't say that because, words are powerful, so I'll say you never know. It could happen. I'll say that. But imagine that. I mean, if it's for us and by us and we're the ones paying for it, why can't we change it and say, listen, you get these many months probationary period, and that's how this job is. And it's not going to pay $725,000 a year. You're going to get $145,000 a year, which that's pretty damn good money. If that's not enough for you, you need to kick rocks. I'll take that. I'll learn whatever the fuck they want me to learn, and I'll take that. All right, I'll take a job. $145,000 a year. I'm in. Let me know. You know what else? They shouldn't, when people are running, running against each other to become the president or mayor or governor or whatever, when they're running against each other, I don't think that any of them at all should be able to get money from any companies. Like, the way they do. Because once you start getting money from certain companies, they're going to expect you to do certain favors, and the whole thing gets dirty and corrupt because of money. But if you do like your own fundraising, like you mean it, you got to want that shit. If you had to raise your own money to make these things happen, all the different stuff you got to do to, all the posters and commercials or whatever you're going to pay for, you got to mean that shit and believe in yourself to spend that money. Now it's your money that you're spending. It's not somebody else's that bribed you to do this, that, the other. You had to work to get that money yourself. Yeah, maybe you had a bake sale. I don't know. You did whatever the hell you had to do and got some money together. Maybe you got a second loan on the house. You're going to put money down on this because you believe that much in yourself and what you can accomplish, knowing that your ass got a 3-month trial period. You put that kind of money into yourself and you back yourself like that, right there, I don't know. That's going to make me kind of be interested in what you might have to say. Because you not only believe in yourself, money talks and bullshit walks. So you put your own money into yourself. You sold your cars, plural, cars, down to one, just so you could get up the money to get your voice out there. And you're doing whatever you got to do with your own money that you raised or you worked for, you got, not through big corporations telling you, hey, here's a big chunk. You're going to have a nice campaign. Just, hey, on the slide, do this, and this, here and there. Oh, okay, yeah, how much you giving me? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, you know what? No, I don't think we should be able to do that shit. That's not fair. That's like who could get the biggest, best bribe is going to look the best because they got the most money to do the biggest campaign. And that's going to be in the public eye the most. But if you have to actually really know what you're talking about on the subjects that you're going to be supposedly sticking by, and this is what your whole thing is about, then you should know what you're talking about. Because if that's what you're really about, you should already know what you're talking about. You should be able to write your own speeches. I mean, really. Come on, you can't write a speech. You got to have somebody else write your speech. You're too damn busy playing golf, my friend. You ain't taking this job serious. You're fired. They're lucky. They're lucky I'm not their boss, because I had clean house. I'm just saying. And I'm not saying I'm for any different party or any kind of crap like that. I'm just saying in general. That's just how I feel about that. It might be fairy tale and la la land, but can you imagine? Imagine all the people living without bullshit. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Yeah. Listen to my podcast and join me, and we'll have so much fun. I don't know what the fuck that was. Oh my god. And it's really funny because where I live now, when it's time for voting, you can tell so many houses and businesses have all these signs stuck in their yard. Just literally, I drove down one street and there was one guy on one side of the street on like 7 houses all across. Boom, boom, big signs. I mean, like really good sized signs on the front of these houses. And across the street, no kidding, I shit you not, across the street was a whole bunch of signs for the guy running against him. I thought it looked so funny because it was like neighbors against neighbors, like a war of the signs. I don't know if you live somewhere that when it's time for voting for mayors or president or whatever it is to time for voting, that these signs pop up. I don't know if you get to see what I'm talking about, but if you get to see something like what I saw, you are going to laugh your balls off, trust me. You're going to look at one side of the street and be like, okay, and look to the other side and be like, wait a minute. You go back and forth. Oh, shit. Okay, these neighbors probably don't talk too much to each other. That's another thing. That's a shame. That, like, people let their political beliefs separate them from other people. It's like... And I mean, you know, there might be a lot of defense against why, you know, you wouldn't think another party, a different political party might have common sense or whatever. You might have your own thing and you might have a good argument. But we say we don't treat people differently because of their religions, right? Or whatever faith they choose to or not to practice, right? We don't treat each other any differently. I don't treat people differently. And I feel and I really hope that we don't treat people differently because of whatever religion or faith they choose to follow or not follow, right? So why would it, or their sexuality, we shouldn't treat people any differently because of that either, right? A human is a human and we should treat them with respect and dignity, right? 100%, right? High five that shit. Knuckle bump me. I'm putting my knuckle right up to the fucking mic right now. Knuckle bump that shit because it's the truth. So if that's the truth, then it should be true for whatever political party people choose to support. We shouldn't treat each other differently for things like that either. If it's that passionate and that strong where you know you might get into an argument, then just don't talk about it with that person. That's all. It's not that big a deal. It's not that serious. I don't think it's serious enough to dislike neighbors and stop talking to friends or, I don't know, man. It's just if you know that you both feel differently about a certain subject and it's going to get heated to where it's going to go out of hand, don't talk about that. Duh. And the serious tip, I mean, it was funny as shit to see one side of a street be one guy and another side of the street be the other. It really was funny to see that. If you think about it, it's like, damn, that means these neighbors probably don't talk to each other like that. One side of the street sticks to their side and the other side of the street sticks to their side. And that kind of, in a twisty way, represents how this country has become. You know, we're neighbors disliking neighbors for political beliefs when at the end of the day, all of us want is for the country to be better, to have good health care for ourselves. I mean, we're paying these people that are supposed to make all this shit good and right for us and easy and affordable, and we pay lots of money to be able to have the things that we want, and all of us want the same thing. It's not like there's bad people and good people if you're this side or that side politically. I would like to believe that both sides, or all sides of all the parties, want good things. They want jobs. They want good health care and you know, I don't know, good shit for the country. They want good things for the country, and they believe the person that's talking, that's doing the whole campaign, they're believing that this person's gonna make this good shit happen for them. That's all that is. It's not there. Nobody's bad person. They believe more in this guy, that he's gonna do the good shit than the other guy. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough of the politics. For now, that's it, man. I don't usually talk about politics. Oh, God, yes. And that will wrap it up for the Suezie Show. That was great. Oh, yes. Okay, well, thank you all for hanging out with me. And I will see you next time on the Suezie Show. See you next time on the Suezie Show. Yeah. Thanks for listening and hanging out. I'll see you next time, without a doubt. Now you know where I am and you know where to go. See you next time on the Suezie Show. See you next time on the Suezie Show.